There are nearly 1 million people, yes, 1 million people required to register on a sexual offense registry. Many were married and continue to be married despite significant adversity. This is one such story. Nancy met, fell in love with, and married Al in 1990. Al had been previously married and had fathered 2 children and had several step-grandchildren, which for Nancy was a lot to get used to. It didn't help either that Al's previous wife was jealous of Nancy and that for 3 years their new marriage was a bit rocky. Then suddenly one day there was a knock on the door and things got much, much worse. A police detective informed Al that one of his former wife's grandchildren had made a sexual accusation against him. Soon after, another accusation was made. This got Al arrested and Nancy didn't know what to think. Al pleaded not guilty and yet was found guilty of one charge and was sentenced to 14 years. Nancy watched the case in disbelief and horror, yet stood by her husband. Throughout the case and Al's sentence, the two became much closer and Nancy faithfully pledged to wait for Al to be released. 14 years later, Nancy hoped the two could start a new life outside prison, but then she and Al learned about the registry and what it was like to submit to its restrictions. It affected Nancy more than she thought it would, but she stuck with it because of her love for Al. 13 years later, Nancy had this to say.
It feels like our life has been placed on hold that has lasted 30 plus years. We have faced anger, hurt, and frustration. We've been subjected to filling forms every 3 months, making sure we're in compliance with the registry laws. We've lost family, friends, and been humiliated at the hands of others. The registry has been a nightmare.
And Al had this to say.
I am very blessed and very proud to have had the support of my darling wife. Though this isn't the life that I had ever wanted for my family, I have to say that I love the life that we've had and built together. I am very proud of the fact that my wife and I have 4 adult children, and I'm so blessed that my wife adopted my 2. We have 10 grandkids, almost all grown up, and 5 great-grandkids. If it wasn't for my wife, my children, and my grandchildren, I don't think that the registry would have been bearable at all. And the honest truth is having my wife in my life made all the difference.
Isn't that quite a love story? There are stories like this all across the United States. Visit NARSOL.org to learn more about how we are working to give registrants a second chance, a fair chance as they re-enter society. To get involved, visit NARSOL.org and join, donate, or volunteer. Visit lives.narsol.org to learn more about this video project and how to participate. We make every effort to assure our stories and law references are accurate. However, they should not be considered as legal advice. Laws constantly change. Please consult an attorney to confirm how they apply in your specific situation. And click the like and subscribe buttons to hear more stories about the registry.